Okay, here are a few stretches and I'm gonna time them so you can just do them along with me. Each stretch is for 30 seconds because that's what it takes to actually get the Golgi tendon organ to kind of relax and let the other muscles relax. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna start on the floor and I can never find my yoga strap ever. So I just have a scarf and you'll need this for just one of the exercises. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to start with the hip flexor stretch. So beginning like this, I'm going to move back a little bit. So this is my left foot forward, my right leg back. My hips are kind of square in front of me, so they're not too wonky. And I'm going to go ahead and start my timer holding it for 30 seconds. My body is straight up and down here. I take my pelvis and rotate it back just a little bit. But what really makes the stretch for me is engaging my glute. And when I engage that, it actually forces the muscles in front to relax. So the more you can actually engage that glute, the more the front is going to go ahead and relax. So, and wow, that is a quick 30 seconds. How about that? Okay, let's go ahead and turn around and do that other side. So flipping over to the other side, getting myself into position, and all right, starting my timer right now. Again, it'll go just slightly over 30 seconds, but I'm really focusing on that rotation. Not that we ever forget to breathe. We don't forget to breathe, but maybe a little more deeply. So take a breath in and exhale. I've got that glute engaged right now, and we just have 10 more seconds before we go ahead and we lie back down. I just saw a bird flying through my window. It was really beautiful. Okay, great. And now I'm going to go ahead and come onto my back to do a hamstring stretch. Two ways that we can do this. If you find that you are, I'm going to move this down just slightly to get me on the floor more. That should be better. Okay, so if you find that you are super inflexible, then you might want to keep this right leg bent while you take this left leg up. I've got my strap here. It could also be it could be kind of anything. It could be a towel. It could be whatever. So I can keep my right leg there. I can also lengthen my right leg down. And if I want, I can even let this one bend. So a couple options: either stabilize yourself with the other leg, or if you want to outstretch that leg, which is kind of a nice other stretch. I'm going to go ahead and check my timer. Sometimes I like to do that. And then again, I'm just going to breathe into this leg. My foot is not flexed on this one right now. It definitely changes it when I flex it, but you'll see why I don't want that flex, because we're going to get a lot of calf in there. So I'm trying to really focus in on very specific things. Okay, so definitely have that right leg up, so I'm going to prop it, and now I'm going to go for that calf. I've got my scarf there, the ball of my foot, and I'm flexing really hard to get into the calf. And then we'll do this on the other side. If you're lucky like me, you have a sweet kitty coming through. Hi there. You're gonna help me out? Sweet kitty, also distracting. Okay, and now I'm gonna switch legs, just bring this other leg up and down. All right, so I'm gonna need to stretch it out over here, scoot myself back. So let me get this. Okay, gauging my timer really quickly. Normally I would use my interval timer, but that's on my phone, and my phone is recording me. So instead, I'm just going to do it this way. And you can hold that strap, you can bend that leg if you want, but I feel like this is a pretty darn good stretch for me. And I can feel my leg releasing as I'm in this, which also feels really good. Okay, let's go ahead and do that calf. So bringing my left leg up, I'm gonna go ahead and flex my foot and make sure that that scarf or towel or strap or belt or whatever it is in the right place. I hold this for 30 seconds. Okay, taking my scarf off, and now I'm going to do a figure 4 stretch. So I'll take my left leg, I'm going to bend it, put my heel over the top of my leg right here, thread my hands in, got my other leg, both feet are flexed, and I'm pulling in. I don't need to like crank my knee out, but I am kind of pushing out so I can get into that glute right here. And keeping an eye on my timer. I've got about 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm going to do it on the other side now. So bringing my right leg across, it's not on my knee, it's on my thigh right here, foot flexed, arms in through here. Great, so there's our figure 4 stretch, and the last thing I'm going to do are just some windshield wipers, kind of create a little more flexibility in that mid body. So hands out in a T right here, my legs are both up, they're about hips width apart, and I'm just going to move my legs to the left. Oh, feel that stretch, and to the right. And if you want, you can, when my knees go to my right, I can turn my head to the left. Okay. And just 2 more stretches. These are both going to be standing. So it's going to take a second and bring this up here. This beautiful professional quality video. Okay, actually let me bring it down. I think down just slightly is going to be even better. All right, so head not totally cut off. That's okay. It's perfect. Find a wall. It's a quad stretch. So you've got to reach down and grab your foot right here, get your knees close together, and let's go ahead and stretch out those quads right here. You can also do this with this back leg on like a chair. If it feels really challenging to grab your foot, you can definitely do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do that other side. Again, you can stabilize yourself against the wall if you want, or just balance somehow. Get my balance. Oof, very wobbly today. And the last one actually relates to the shin. So I'm trying to get back far enough. Again, against the wall, my right leg is here, and I'm actually going to press down on the top of my foot. Ooh, that's very intense for me. I find that my foot wants to cramp a little bit, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get on this one with that shin. It tells me I need to stretch out a little bit more here. Okay, let's switch sides and do that other foot. Again, putting it back so I'm getting a stretch in. It's through the top of the foot, but it's also going up into the shin, the anterior tibialis. And I definitely notice initially my foot is kind of cramping a little bit, so I'm having to move into it a little slowly. But that's also feeling really good to me. Great, and that's it. So enjoy your stretches for the day.